You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, CBS soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube. We have your Bold and the Beautiful daily spoilers for the week of May 15th through 19th, 2023. We have everything that's happening this week broken down by day so you can decide if you're going to watch every single episode or if you might want to skip a day if it's somebody that you don't really want to watch. You know, Bold and the Beautiful, with their small cast of characters, usually only focuses on a couple of people a day. So if there is somebody that you don't enjoy watching, well, you know, now you know how to tune out and when. Hey, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful and other CBS soap spoilers, updates, casting news, everything you need to know about your favorite soap opera. Let's dig in. Monday, May 15th, 2023 on Bold and the Beautiful is episode 155 of season 36. As we saw the past week on Friday, May 12th, Hope Logan and Thomas Forrester are in San Francisco on business, and there was a problem with the Forrester jet. This jet seems to have problems on the Reggie. They might need to get a decent mechanic, right? You don't want a private jet that is constantly not working well. So, and of course, Hope is on pins and needles because if she turns sideways for half a second, Liam is in full freak out mode. We saw on Friday that she told Thomas how hard she's working to convince Liam that he has nothing to worry about, despite the fact that he's the one who's been unfaithful and not her. I want to say two things about this. First, it sounds like being married to Liam Spencer is exhausting. And second, Hope's hands are not clean. Check out our Bold and Beautiful playlist. We just made a video about Hope's history of infidelity and enabling others' infidelity. So yeah, her hands aren't clean. The writers are not doing a great job with honoring history. They typically don't, but they are really getting bad with it in this case of Hope Logan. So on Monday, we're going to see Hope Logan and Thomas Forrester still stuck in San Francisco. We'll probably get a replay of that hug scene where he comforted her. Matt Atkinson did an interview recently, and he said he feels like Thomas definitely is over this romantic history, this whole romantic obsession with her, and is wanting to co-parent and being a good co-worker. However, that conflicts slightly with what we've seen where Thomas is daydreaming a little and thinking, could she be into me? So it hasn't dawned on Thomas yet. And Matt Atkinson, there's no telling when he did this interview versus the scenes we're seeing now airing. But at any rate, he feels like that his character Thomas is really not obsessed with her anymore, not in love with her anymore, and just focused on being a good business partner and co-parent. So while they remain stuck in San Francisco, he's trying to find her a flight out. Steffi's trying to help from her side, and Hope is really struggling to keep her intense attraction to Thomas in check on B&B on Monday. Then on Tuesday, May 16th, on Bold and the Beautiful, season 36, episode 156. Liam makes a nice romantic homecoming dinner for Hope. He is excited about her coming home. He's got all this stuff, done up. We're going to have to wait and see if there's more frisky sofa action, if she's really thinking about Thomas. Things are definitely getting weird at their house, and he's in the dark, but, kind of karma for him as much as he's cheated. Also on Tuesday, Steffy Forrester comes clean to her husband, John Finnegan. We are going to see Steffi telling Fenn that she is very sure that Hope is attracted to Thomas. This will be very interesting because, honestly, it's in Finn's best interest for Liam and Hope to stay together, because if Liam's at loose ends, he's going to be at their house constantly. Even if he's not making a move on Steffi, he's going to be over there being a pest. And let's not forget that Finn has already forgiven Steffi once for cheating with Liam when they were together. And that was when Liam was having a moment, with Hope. And so anytime Liam and Hope's marriage has problems, that's not a good thing for Finn's marriage. So we'll have to see what Finn advises Steffi to do, if anything, about this revelation. Then on Wednesday, May 17th, it is season 36, episode 157 of Bold and the Beautiful. And we're going to get scenes with Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharpe. And she's offering him some advice. He has it doesn't seem like that everybody knows the extent of his involvement with Sheila Carter. They kind of tied that loose end off because it's clear they want Deacon to stay around, but they had kind of tainted him with this secret fling with Sheila, and now it feels like they're ignoring it. So it'll be interesting to see if Deacon and Taylor discuss Sheila, but she has some advice for him. We're still hoping that Taylor and Deacon might spark a romance, and one of the reasons that we think that could happen is coming to fruition on Thursday of this week. We'll talk about that more in just a second. Also on Wednesday, Sheila Carter is eager to escape jail, and she has a plan. I think we all know that Sheila Carter is not going to just be relegated to prison and go away quietly. I fully expect her to escape and wreak havoc at some point in May sweeps. We've got, I don't know, like 9 days more of May sweeps, and I fully expect Sheila to slink out of jail before May sweeps is done, but we'll see if I'm right. So Thursday, May 18th on Bold and the Beautiful is season 36, episode 158. Now here's the spoiler I wanted to talk about. Brooke Logan tries really hard to stick to her pact with Taylor Hayes, is what the spoiler is. That means that Brooke is tempted to get back together with Ridge. If not for that pact she had with Taylor, Brooke would have already been back in bed with him when she came down several weeks back in her nightie, and he was still at her house finishing his glass of wine, and then her robe conveniently fluttered off, as it happens. You know, don't you always lose your robe all the time around men that you're not married to? So Brooke is trying hard to stick to her pact, and that means that she and Ridge, I feel like the writers are inevitably going to put them back together sooner rather than later. So we did a video over here at Soap Dirt. You can look in our Bold and the Beautiful playlist where I was speculating if Taylor and Deacon wouldn't be good romantic partners. I maintain that they would. I definitely see Brooke going back with Ridge, because if you've been watching Bold a long time, what you know is past is prologue. They repeat everything, every pairing, every plot, every love triangle, ad infinitum. So will Brooke be back with Ridge? Yes, I will bet you all $5 on that. But what do you think about Taylor and Deacon getting together? Share your comments down below. All right. Also on Thursday, we're going to see Sheila luring Finn to the jail, and she tries to manipulate him. She finds out that because he was her attending physician in the hospital, that if a prisoner has medical issues, they can request a visit from their attending. So she puts in the request, and that's why Finn shows up. He doesn't just come to see his birth mother for no reason. He probably doesn't want to come see her at all. I'm guessing that this is out of his sense of obligation as a doctor, because that's the only reason she's alive right now, because his mom, Lee Finnegan, was willing to let her flatline and be done with it. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, casting news, all your updates you need for your favorite CBS soap. Now let's dig into the spoilers for the last day of the week ahead, Friday, May 19th on Bold and the Beautiful, season 36, episode 159. Liam decides he needs to go talk to Thomas in person, face to face. Read this in parentheses, yet again. How many times is Liam gonna come over to Forrester Creations, where he does not work, and butt into every office and slow up everyone else's work because of his own insecurities? The answer is probably an endless number of times, because he's doing it on Friday again. He decides he needs to talk to Thomas. He doesn't need to talk to Thomas. He needs to peel his eyeballs open and look at the fact that his wife's tongue is hanging out of her mouth like a cartoon dog whenever Thomas walks by. But Liam's going to come over there and, I don't know, make some more trouble. Typical. Also on Friday, Thomas overhears something that upsets him, which is very interesting. We'll have to wait and see what that is. Maybe after Liam talks to him, maybe Liam and Hope talk, and maybe Hope says something that's kind of mean about Thomas to try and calm Liam down. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to hear. I am fascinated. So if you're going to skip out on any other episodes, I definitely wouldn't skip out on Friday, other than the fact that it's Liam complaining to Thomas again. But I really want to hear what Thomas overhears that upsets him. Got to be something to do with Hope, right? Don't miss any action coming the week of Monday, May 15th through Friday, May 19th on B&B on CBS Daytime.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.